points apart. So just make a nice comfortable stand. Let the toes face forward and let the arm be along the side of your body. And let's start with the eyes closed. So as we start this class today, let's take a moment to come onto the mat. Let's forget about what is around us. And really just bring the focus onto your body, onto your mat. And just start noticing how is the body doing today. Noticing if you feel maybe any tension. And see if you maybe with a big exhalation you can let go of that tension. You can do it as many times as you want, taking deep inhale. And with the exhale, sending away that tension. Let's do it one last time. And then see if you can find the feet into the mat. Notice the mat under your feet. Press the toes down, the heels down, the old foot. Allow the legs to be nice and long. Microband your knees. You don't want to lock your knees. You want to keep them microbanded. Keep the shoulders straight in line with your hips. And just take a moment to drop your chin in towards your chest. Let's take one neck circle. Doesn't matter which direction. Just a nice massage for your neck. If you wish to open your eyes, feel free to open your eyes. So it doesn't matter, just for you to be into the body. And change direction. Do it one more time, both direction. Just rolling, stretching the side, the front and the back of the neck and the throat. And then come back in towards the middle. As we come back, we're gonna rise the head up. We're gonna lengthen the arms over the head. We're gonna interlace the hands together, palms together, and then we're gonna release the palms as we rotate the hands up. Then we're gonna bring the palms forward in front of our chest. We're gonna bend the knees slightly, and as we exhale, we're gonna bring the chin into the chest, and we're gonna press the arms forward, and we're gonna round the back. So think about the belly button coming towards your spine. As you inhale, we do the opposite. Shoulders down, head reaches up, tailbone tucks back, and then exhaling, here we go, chin into the chest, rounding the spine, belly button to the spine. And again, inhaling, see if you can start connecting a bit deeper with your breath. And if possible, begin to breathe in and out through the nose only. Let's do it one more round. Inhaling, reaching up, chest, shoulders down, and exhaling, chin into the chest, rounding your back. As we come back, we're going to lengthen up. Inhaling, arms overhead. As we exhale, we're going to change the hands position. We're going to take a yogi gun. So the index fingers and the palm are together, the thumbs are together. You squeeze your arms around your head. You take a deep inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to move to the side. You can start with your right side or the left side, doesn't matter. We're going to do both. Now you want to press the feet down as you move your upper body to the side. You might feel the stretch in the left side or the right side, depending where you're going. One more breath. And inhaling back to center. And let's go to the other side. We exhale. Try to press the feet into the ground. Try to have both shoulders in one line. Breathe in there. Maybe going a bit further. And here we go, inhaling back to center. As we exhale, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to come with a straight back. We're going to keep the arms shooting forward and your sitting bones shooting back. You're going to try to flatten the spine. Stay there. Try to squeeze your arms into your ears. Breathing. And as we breathe out, releasing the hands down, the head down. Let's take a forward fold. Please allow your knees to bend. So you want to touch the ground with your hands. If you need to bend your knees a lot, please do that, yeah? Let the head fold. Just take a couple of swings. Yes and no. Let's hold as well our elbows. So you really want to feel the weight of your upper body falling down, yeah? You can swing from one side to the other. And then as we exhale, come back to middle. Bring the hands down. Inhaling, sitting bones reaching to the ground, almost, and then rolling up the rest of the body, vertebra by vertebra. We'll bring the shoulders down, head is the last one to come up. And then we're going to place the feet together. As we place the feet together, big toes are touching. We're gonna start with our sun salutation. So we're gonna connect with our Ujjayi breath. If you wish to close your eyes to take a moment, if you have no idea what Ujjayi breath is, you can start breathing in and out through the nose. Keep it there. I'm gonna have one more round, and then we start with our sun salute A. As we breathe in, arms are coming overhead, palms pressing together. As we exhale, bending the knees to fall forward, palms to the ground, head forward. Inhaling, coming halfway up, hands onto your shins, flat the spine. Exhale, hands to the floor, step your right leg back, and step your left leg back. Let's take the first round of easy one. Now you can place the knees down and untuck your toes. Take an inhalation, index fingers pointing forward, elbows to the body, and then exhaling, lower down, all the way into your belly. Inhaling, let's roll the head, the shoulders off the ground, coming into a small cobra, and exhaling back down. I'm gonna do it 2 more times, only for this round. Inhaling, come up, opening the chest, the shoulders, exhaling down. And again, inhaling, coming up, and exhaling down. We're gonna press back up. We're gonna tuck the toes under, inhaling, press the floor away, and then exhaling, downward facing dog. Here we are, first down dog of today. You wanna walk onto spot. You can allow the knee to bend. You can allow the weight to shift forward and back. Just wanna loosen up your body. You can do whatever it feels good, yeah? It doesn't matter. You are probably alone at home now. Everybody's not there, so you can do whatever you want. Take a deep inhalation to come back into your stable down dog. Let's take 3 rounds of breath. You wanna stay into your downward dog. You wanna have your heels reach into the ground. Knees can bend slightly. Toes into the floor. Palms pressing into the floor. Head relaxed. Last round. As we exhale, we're gonna bend the knees, come onto your toes. You're gonna look forward, you're gonna step your feet forward, one at a time at the top of the mat. Inhaling, it's a halfway up. And exhaling, it's falling down. Inhaling, rise all the way up. You can bend your knees slightly, arms overhead. Let's take the palms in front of the chest and all the way down. 2 more rounds, connecting breath and movement. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, halfway up, hands onto the shins. Exhale, hands to the ground, step back, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. You can always use your knees. Inhaling, it's your cobra or upward dog. Exhaling, it's your downward dog. Hips up. 3 rounds of breath. Hand in towards the ground. Head relax. Looking to the back. Again, inhaling, belly button to the spine. Exhaling, heels up. Look forward. Inhaling, step or jump forward. Come on, halfway up. And exhale, fold. Inhaling, rise, arms overhead. Exhaling, palms front of chest, hands down. Inhaling, arms up. Start to feel that connection, exhaling with the breath and the movement. It becomes like a never stopping movement. Inhaling up, exhaling, hands down. You can step or jump to chaturanga. Inhaling into your cobra or upward dog. And then exhaling, downward dog. Back to your home, downward dog. Stay there. You want to breathe into your down dog, and every down dog gets better and better, yeah? So you feel that that's really the point where you want to rest. I know it doesn't feel like that, yeah? Inhaling, we try. And exhale. Come onto the toes, bend your knees, step or float forward. Come on, halfway up. And exhale, fall down. Inhaling all the way up. Arms overhead. Exhaling, hands to the side, all the way down. Take a deep breath. Let's go with Sun Salute B. Lower the shoulders down. Inhaling, bend the knees, and sweep your arms overhead. So you guys can have the palms together, or maybe the hands shoulder width. See with your shoulders how they feel. You want to have your belly in, flattening the back. Take one more deep inhale, maybe going a bit deeper, and then exhaling, folding all the way down. Inhaling, it's a halfway up. Hands onto the shins, flatten your spine. Exhale again, step or float back. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra or up dog. And exhaling, down dog. We're gonna place the left heel down. We're gonna step the right foot forward. Inhaling, arms overhead. Warrior one. Palms together or shoulder width apart. Now you wanna have the front knee bended. You wanna have your hips as square as possible. Left heel in towards the ground. Hold it here. Squeeze your belly in. So imagine also your ribcage are coming together. Your lower back is long. Your arms are up, reaching higher, and then exhaling down. Release the back heel to step back and lower down for your chaturanga. Remember, you can always use your knees. Inhaling up and exhaling back. Right heel down, left foot steps forward. You can help it with your hands to reach forward. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling, stay there. Again, finding your warrior one onto the other side. Left knee in line with your toes, right heel back. Breathe in and out. Feel the belly button engage. The lower back is nice and long. And one more round of breath as you drop the shoulders down. And then exhaling, hands down. Step back. Let's lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling, it's your cobra or maybe your upward dog. And then exhaling, it's your downward dog. Breathing into down dog. Stay there, 3 rounds of breath. You wanna spread your fingers into the ground. You wanna reach your sitting bones up and back, and you wanna really squeeze the ribs cage together as the belly squeezes in. Yeah? One more round. And at the end of your exhale, bend the knees, look to the top of the mat. You can step or maybe float forward. See what happens. Come on, halfway up. And exhale, fold. Inhaling, bend the knees for chair pose, hips back, arms overhead. And then exhaling, press the floor to bring the hands forward and then all the way down. Probably start feeling your breath. Gonna go for 2 more rounds and we're not gonna try to stop. Inhaling, bend the knees, chair pose, arms overhead. Exhaling, folding forward. Let's see if I can keep up. Inhaling, halfway up. Exhaling, you can step or float back. And knees down, chaturanga. Inhaling, it's your cobra or up dog. Exhaling, it's your down dog. It's your left heel down, your right foot steps forward. Inhaling, arms overhead. And then you exhale directly to go all the way down. The nice thing is that you can always use your options. Inhaling and exhaling back. Right heel down, left foot forward. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, belly stays nice and strong to go back and down to chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra or up dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Maybe you want to breathe out your mouth. It's allowed, yeah? Breathe in and breathe out. And try to get back to that home, yeah? Home feeling, your down dog. Let go of your neck and shoulders. And then as you exhale, bend the knees and look forward. Take a step or a float forward, jump. Inhaling halfway. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Squeeze them together, arms overhead, chair pose. Hands in front of your heart. And exhaling, arms down. One more round. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling till halfway up. Maybe it gets easier, yeah? Exhaling, step or float back to lower down chaturanga. Inhaling into your cobra or up dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Left heel down, right foot forward. Long and big step. Arms overhead to breathe in. And exhale, hands down. Step back, lower down. Inhaling, cobra or up dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Getting warm. Right heel down, left foot forward. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling, arms down. Step back, lower down, maybe using the knees. Inhaling, cobra or up dog. Exhaling, downward dog. There we are. Breathing into down dog. If you wish, instead of a down dog, you can always take a child's pose. You can bring your knees down, forehead into the ground. Breathing in and out. You decide. One more round. As we breathe in, if you're down into child's, you come back to down dog. If you're in down dog, you stay. And then we're gonna bend the knees again, come onto the toes, take a deep inhale, and step or jump forward for halfway up. And then exhaling, fall down. Inhaling to bend the knees to finish up our last sunset loopy. And then exhaling, hands in front of your chest, and all the way down. Directly from here, we're gonna take a big step back with our left foot. Now, it's a big one, but relatively big, yeah? Not all the way. You come about the middle of your mat. The right toe stays forward, The left toes are to the side or slightly diagonal forward. The arms are the height of your shoulders. You're gonna keep spreading the feet into the ground and pressing them down. Arms are nice and long and you look over your right hand. I'm gonna prepare for triangle pose. So as we inhale, we're gonna reach the right arm forward. As we exhale, we're gonna tilt the body to the side as we did at the beginning of the class. This time we're going all the way down. If you wish, you have option to hold on your front shin, or you have an option to push the wrist against your shin bone. See what works for your body. You wanna have this knee cup engaged, so we don't wanna push into the back of the knee, we don't wanna keep it bendy, we're gonna have it halfway. You stay there. Maybe you can turn the gaze up to the ceiling. Breathing into your ribcage, moving the belly button towards the spine. Imagine you have two walls. Maybe you don't have so much space there, so that's good. You wanna stay in this position, front and back of the body, same line. One more round of breath. As we exhale, we're gonna look down. As we inhale, we're gonna move up, press the feet into the ground, keep strong belly. We're gonna turn into the heels as we go to the other side. So you change the left toes pointing the back of your mat, right toes pointing diagonal. Inhaling, looking to the left, moving the upper body side, and then exhaling, coming down. Again, you can decide if you wanna hold on onto your shin, or if you wanna press your wrist against your shin bone. As you open the chest, you roll the top shoulders and you look up to the ceiling. You breathe there. If your neck is too much, by looking up, you can keep looking to the side, yeah? You can keep looking forward, maybe even looking down. Press the feet into the ground, so strong legs. One more breath. Here we go. We exhale to look down. We inhale to move back up. And then we're gonna come all the way to the front. We're gonna rotate the arms forward and you're gonna replace the back foot, just a bit bigger shape. You're gonna go for fun. Inhaling, right hand onto the hip, left hand reaches up, and we're gonna twist the chest to the other side. Here we go. We're gonna bring the left arm either on top of your shin, or maybe on down to the mat. We're gonna rotate the top shoulder up to the ceiling. You can keep the elbow reaching to the ceiling, or maybe you can extend the top arm up. Breathe in and out. Try to squeeze your belly button. Try to really rotate both shoulders in one line. If you fall off, it's okay, yeah, you can go back to it. And then as you inhale, bring the hand back down. If you have it there, stay. Exhale, look down, press the feet into the ground. And you really wanna use the strength of your legs to move up. Inhale, rotate onto the heels, and exhale, prepare for the other side. So again, the hips this time come forward. Right foot can step a bit bigger. Arms up, inhaling. Reach up and twist as you bring the right arm down, either onto your shin or down towards the mat. You inhale to pull the hip back, and then exhaling, maybe looking up to the ceiling. The hip hand can stay onto the hip, or maybe you can stretch it all the way up. So you wanna feel the squeeze into your belly. You wanna feel the back rotating all the way. Take a nice breath there. Maybe you feel that the legs are compressing to the floor, helping your balance. Take a deep inhale to bring the hand down. If you have it there, stay. And then when the exhale, look to the floor. Inhaling, move back up. We're gonna windmill the arms up all the way. And we're gonna come and step at the front of the mat. Let's take a breath. Nice inhale. And exhale. Here we go. Going further. We're gonna step one more time, the left leg back. This time we're gonna take a very big step. So we're gonna come into a warrior two. Arm at the height of the shoulders, front knee bends. So check your back leg. Do you see the little toe into the mat, or do you see that the whole foot is coming forward? No, 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 we wanna press it back. Stay there. So imagine you have something here pulling your thigh to the side, and this thigh move forward. So that's what you wanna have and feel. Arms alongside of your body, breathing and breathing out. You look over your right hand, your right arm, and you imagine the arms are super long, and you imagine you press them down so you have nice and strong arms. One more breath, leg stays. As we inhale, the upper body moves forward. You have options. Elbow onto your thigh, left arm overhead, hands down into the ground, in front of your foot. Or, last option for today is bringing the left arm to the back, maybe bringing the right arm under and taking a nice bite. You will see it very soon. How does it look? If you take the last option, you want to have the shoulders on top of each other. You want to have this front arm pressing against the knee and the knee pressing against the arm and maybe looking up to the ceiling. You choose the option that serves your body. You breathe there. Legs are strong into the floor. Belly's in. One more. There we are. Exhaling, look down. Inhaling, release your arms wherever they are. Press the floor away. Push, push, push. Keep the warrior two. Let's keep it for one more breath to rotate the front palm up. And then exhaling, moving into a reverse warrior. Left hand back, right arm overhead. Stretching far to the side. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling, finally stretching the right leg. Coming into the middle. Let's stay here. Toes are pointing towards each other. Heels are slightly back. Knees are micro-banded. We're going to start with first option. We're going to bring the hands onto the hips. Inhaling, rolling the shoulders back. And then as we exhale, we're going to fall forward. So imagine you want to fall into that table top spine. And then you're going to go further, further, further till you can reach your hands down. The fingers and the toes are in the same line. You take a deep inhale. And then as you exhale, you bend the elbows towards the back side of your mat. And you try to reach the top of the head down towards the floor and the elbows back. Shoulders are relaxed. Belly is pulled in. And it's okay if your knees are bended. Yeah? Relax your head and try to have these hands pressing against the ground so you can really pull yourself down. Make sure that the whole weight of the body is distributed in the whole foot. Let's have one more round of breath. Shoulders are back. Elbows are reaching back. Head is reaching to the ground. See if you can maybe touch the head and the ground. Inhaling, come back up. Exhale, stay halfway. Hands into your hips. Press the floor as you come up. Inhale. And exhale. Take a moment. Open the hands to the side. Let's go to the other side. Warrior two. Left toes forward. Left knee bends in line with your toes. And there we are. Let's take a moment to check ourselves in this pose. So again, left knee is in line with your toes. Imagine you have a wall here, a wall here. You want to press the foot into the ground. This thigh is rotating to the back. The kneecap is lifted. Little toe into the ground. Pressing the hands down and up at the same time. Reaching far and stay. So really feeling nice and proud in this pose. Like you could stay there forever. Breathe. One more breath. Let's go further. Inhaling, reaching the left arm forward. And as you exhale, let's go for option one. Elbow onto the thigh. Right arm overhead. Option two, bringing the arm on the inside of your leg. Palm down into the ground. Option three, right arm around your back. Left arm around your thigh. Coming and grab together. Inhaling, roll the shoulders back. And exhaling, stay. Choose your option. Doesn't matter which one you choose. You want to stay and breathe. Front leg begins to scream help. You want to press the feet down. Bring the belly in. Shoulders opening. One more round of breath. Neck is free. If it's too much tension, look forward. Take one more inhale. Exhale, everyone look down. And then release your arms. Inhaling to come back into your warrior two. Keep bending the front leg. Rotate the front palm up. Inhaling, think about your upper body, not about your leg. Keep them there. Move the upper body back. Reverse warrior. Inhaling back to center. There we are, finally stretching the front leg. Toes voicing each other. Exhaling, arms behind your back. Interlacing the fingers together. Inhaling, palms together. And reaching up towards the ceiling with your gaze. Move the arms away from your back. Inhale. And let's go for exhale. Shuttling down, coming down in a half tabletop, and then coming all the way down. Bend the knees if necessary to release your head. Now, you want to think these arms away from your back. Release the neck down. See if the arms can go further and further. You probably will feel the front of your shoulders. That's nice. One more round of breath. Try to feel the feet into the ground. And come back up. You press the floor away, arms at the height of the shoulders, exhale. Let's rotate forward, right toes forward, bend the front knee, and this time we're gonna transition down, all the way. Whoop. Hands towards the ground. Step back into a high plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra or up dog, and then exhaling, press back, down dog. You can take a break into your down dog, or maybe taking a nice child's pose. See for yourself, one of the two, child's pose or down dog. You want to hold it there, pulling the belly in, shoulders away from your ears, both if you're in down dog or child's. You want to keep the awareness of your body. We're not done yet. We're going to inhale, come back up. Tuck the toes under and then exhale. If you're in down dog, you stay. If you're in child's, you come back. We're going to take a deep inhale. We're going to exhale to bend the knees, look to the top of the mat, take a step for a floating jump forward. Inhaling halfway up. And exhale, fold. Inhaling all the way up. That was a nice flow in between. Exhale, hands down, alongside of the body. Sorry. Here we go. I'm gonna step the left leg back. Taking again that big shape, warrior two. Back here. You thought we were done. Now we're gonna keep the right knee forward again. Same shape as before. Just for a moment, holding for one breath here before we transition. What do? To enter the next pose, we're gonna windmill the arms up. Left arm up, right hand onto your hip, left knee into the ground. We're gonna twist the body towards the right. We're gonna bring the left elbow at the outside of your front leg. So you wanna really cross them together. You press the knee against your arm and the arm against your knee, and you twist your chest. You can bring the other arm on top of the other palm and stay here. So this is your first option, guys. Option one. Option two, you can stretch the back leg, bringing the back heel down and staying here. Option three is the challenge. Maybe bringing the arm down and the right arm overhead, staying there. The fingers can float. If you have a lot of space, you might want to touch the floor. Let's see how that works. Stay and breathe into your belly. Breathe into your rib cage. Maybe the eyes are looking up to the ceiling together with your gaze, with your face, all of it. Stay there. Hold on there if you are there. If you are here, you can stretch the back knee away. You're gonna come into the next challenge all together. Let's see what happens. You can stretch the arms one up, one down. You look to the floor, you release the cross. You bring the left hand into the mat. There we are. You're gonna bring the right arm onto the hip. You're gonna step onto the right leg, coming into revolve of moon. We're gonna try to find a balance. Maybe lengthening the right arm up. Left heel is to the ceiling, toes to the mat. See what happens, guys. You might wanna let go of the floor. Woo! Right leg burning, woo! Falling off. That's okay. And as we inhale, gonna come up. Pressing onto the right leg. Warrior two. My ankle is burning. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, stretch your front leg. Rotate the toes forward. Let's come back into the wide shape. Inhaling. As we exhale, hands onto the hips. Roll the shoulders back and folding forward. Nice, there we are. As we inhale, we're gonna bring the hands towards the mat as we did it the first time. And we do it one more time. We're gonna fold the head down. Toes in line with your fingers. Maybe the head this time reaches a bit further down and you have more space. Try to release your neck. Breathing in and out. One more round. As we inhale, let's come back up. As we exhale, hold. Arms onto your hips. Inhale, press the floor as you reach up. Exhale, shoulders down. Are we ready for the other side? Inhaling, left toes back. Arms at the height of the shoulders. Arriving into your warrior two and stay there for 2 rounds of breath. Finding your warrior two probably easier now, yeah? Second time. Breathing in and out. To enter the next pose, we're gonna windmill the arms. So the back heel comes off, right arm overhead, left hand onto your hip, right knee into the ground. We're gonna twist towards the left. So you really feel the twist from your upper body. We're gonna all bring the elbow at the outside of the left leg. We're gonna flex the hands. We're gonna bring one palm on top of each other. And this is our first option. you want to work on pressing the front arm and the thigh together so that you can really twist the whole upper body. And the arms can come in the middle of the chest with a twist. Stay there. If you want, option 2, you can stretch the back leg, bringing the right heel down. Option 3, squeezing down, maybe the palm reaches down, as the top arm reaching forward. Breathe in and out. Hold it your option. Think really about this twist of the chest. Think about both feet into the ground. Stay there. Don't copy what I'm doing now. Really feet into the ground. Twist to the side. Yeah, that's what you want to feel. Let's have one more round of breath. The option you've chosen. For everyone, we'll lift the back knee off the ground if you have it there. We're going to stretch our arms. The right arm will reach forward just in front of the left foot. Left hand onto your hip. Really fingertips into the ground. Come and step at the top of the mat. Releasing the back heel, the back foot. Twisting the shoulders still to the left if possible. See what happens. One leg is always worse than the other. Bringing the belly in. Maybe moving the top arm up. Maybe even looking up. Shaky, shaky like me. Inhale, stay. Maybe the front arm off the ground. See what happens. Take a deep breath. As we inhale, press into the front leg. Exhale, warrior 2. We're there. This feels easy now. Inhale, stretch the front leg finally, and exhale. Let's come back here. Let's bring the hands into the hips. This time we do another option. We loop the shoulders back. We exhale to fold. We're gonna take the big toes with the first 2 fingers. So you wanna really grab the big toes. Then you're gonna press the big toes down. You wanna have these 2 fingers pulling up. And then as you exhale, elbows open wide, head falls down, knees take a little bend as you come down. So you really wanna use your arms. Moving to the side. Let the neck rest. Nice and long. Really keep pulling, yeah? Keep this action. So it's not like a chill pose, but you're really working hard. One more breath. As you inhale, come up. As you exhale, stay. Squeeze your glutes together. Bring your toes down, and then inhaling, press the floor. Exhale, shoulders down. We're gonna come back into one vinyasa. Rotate the front toes forward. Hands at the height of your shoulders. Inhaling, reach, and exhale, wind with the arms down. Step back, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga, maybe using your knees. Inhaling into your cobra or up dog. And then exhaling, press back, downward dog, or taking your child's pose. You decide either of the 2, child's pose or down dog. Try to think about your breath. Maybe close your eyes into down dog or child's pose. Take a deep inhale into the nose and let's exhale through the mouth. Again, inhaling into your nose, bringing nice and new fresh air, and exhale through the mouth. One last time, keep your child's or down dog, inhale, and exhale through the mouth. If you're down into child's, come back into down dog. We have just a little bit more. Inhaling, we're gonna lengthen the right leg up to the ceiling into a 3-legged dog. So really feel now finally the left leg stretching, the back of the left leg. Right leg reaches to the ceiling. We're gonna point the toes because with the next exhalation, we're gonna reach the right knee to the right elbow. Move forward and then kick back up. Inhale. With the exhale, right knee towards your forehead. Press the floor away. And back up. Right knee towards your left elbow. Pop. Here we go. And back up. We're gonna take the right knee one more time towards your forehead. But this time we're gonna step the foot forward. That was easy. Inhaling, arms are overhead. Find your balance. Exhale, we are into a high lunge. So now the back heel is lifted. The knee is micro bending and the pelvis is slightly tucked under, so you really can have a nice long lower back. Stay there. Inhaling, we're gonna bring the hands onto the hips. We're gonna step into the right foot, better than what I do. You can come up with the knee into the chest. We have option 1, holding on the knee. Option 2, taking your big toe, stretching the leg forward. You go for the option that suits you, yeah? If you have your big toe, you wanna pull the shoulder back. If you have your knee, you wanna pull the shoulder also back and the hip down. We're gonna focus forward. We're gonna hold it there. With the exhale, we're gonna open the knee or the leg to the side. See if you can breathe in and out of the nose. If you need to breathe to the mouth, do so. Maybe you wanna look to the opposite side. Inhaling, come back to the middle. Shaky, shaky. Hold on there. Everybody let go. Knee or foot. Stretch the leg forward, holding it there. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Mountain pose. Here we go. Hands alongside of the body. We are almost there. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, halfway up. Exhale, step or float back to chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra or otter. Exhaling, downward dog. Inhaling, it's your left leg up to the ceiling. Three-legged dog. Hands into the floor. Feel the stretch of the back of your right leg. Point your toes. As you exhale, bring the left knee to the left elbow. Whoop. As you inhale, press up. As you exhale, left knee towards your forehead. And press back. As you exhale, left knee to the right elbow. And back to the ceiling. Left knee towards your forehead. And this time step it forward without any sound. Inhaling, arms overhead. High lunge. Exhale, stay. Shoulders down. Knees slightly bended. So you can pelvis, you can just drop it down. Lower back long. Breathe in and out. Hands into your hips. Let's come forward. Maybe better than before. Inhaling. Move up. Standing leg into the ground. Looking one point in front of you. You can hold on your knee. Or coming and grab your big toes. Stretching your leg forward. Imagine that you really want to pull the toe back. The heel forward. Breathing in and out. Squeezing your ribs together. As you exhale, moving the leg to the side. Or the knee. Maybe the gaze twists as well. Breathing in and out. Inhaling back to center. Here we go. Without losing it. If you lose it, you lose it. Exhale, pointing your toes. Everybody stretch the leg forward. Breathe in and out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Arms alongside of the body. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathing into the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling. Let's come into the floor. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, halfway up. Exhaling, step or float back. You decide. And lower down to chaturanga. Inhaling into your cobra or up dog. And then exhaling, let's everybody press back and come into a child's pose. Forehead into the ground. As we inhale, we're gonna roll up. Sitting bones into the floor, shoulders coming back. And exhaling, swinging the leg forward. I said we were almost done, not yet. Legs are forward. Next, if you've got that pillow with you or that blanket, you might want to sit on it so that you can have a bit more relaxation into your lower back. So if this happens to your body, you want to use that pillow, yeah? You can also bend your knees to do so. You're going to bring the hands next to the body. You're going to bring the chin into the chest. We're just going to feel this pose for a moment. Toes are lifted, heels are into the ground. You can bring the chin down. You can press the hands down. So you want to really feel the lift from your belly. As we inhale, we keep that lift from the belly. We're going to move the arms overhead. As we exhale, we're going to fall forward. You want to keep the lift from the belly, yeah? So we don't want to let it go. There we go. We're going to move forward, move forward, move forward as long as your body needs. Then you can press the hands into the ground. You might want to bring the arms forward. You might maybe want to take a hold around your legs. Reach forward. Maybe you want to look to your big toes. Allow the shoulders to come down. One nice round of breath more. And then as we inhale, we're going to come back halfway. And then exhaling, release. We're going to bring the hands to the back, fingers pointing forward, toes pointing to the ground. Inhaling, keep the lift. And then exhaling, press the pelvis up to the ceiling. Press your shoulders together into the back. Chest lift. Breathing in and out. One more round. And then exhaling, come back. There we go. We're going to bring the right leg into the ground. I'm going to go for a fun one. Yeah, will look a bit tricky, but it's okay. Right foot is into the ground. We can measure 1 palm distance in between your foot and your thigh. You're going to take a nice hug of your leg. This is first option. you want to come and sit up straight. Option 2, you're going to bring the left hand into the ground. You're going to reach forward. The right arm, you're going to lift your pelvis, yeah, so you can have space to enter the pose. You're going to grab your arm around your shin. There comes the fun comes. You're going to sit back, and then we're going to reach the opposite arm around, and we're going to grab the hands into the back. See what happens. Now the shoulders probably are turning to one side, yeah? What we want to try to have the shoulders both facing forward. As you pull the knee to the ceiling, you inhale and then exhale, fold. Now it doesn't matter if you stay high, doesn't matter if you stay to option 1, 2, you go for your one that you decide. You breathe in and out, belly's pulled in, shoulders are relaxed. Right foot is pressing into the ground, yeah? We don't lose the connection. One more breath. Inhaling up. Exhale, stay. Release. Finally. Let's go for one vinyasa. Crossing your shins. Move the arms forward. You want to press into the feet, yeah? So you can lift your pelvis up and you can step or float back as you lower down. Inhaling, move up. And exhaling back, down dog. Take a deep breath. In and out. You guys can step, jump, anything you want to come and sit. You can bend your knees. If you want to practice it, you can cross your ankles, come to the top of your mat. And as we came up, we come down, stepping forward. Now is the other leg. Right leg forward, left leg bend. 1 palm distance in between the leg and the foot. Stay nice and high. Again, this is option 1. You might want to stay here to work onto the back, to work onto your hip fold. Otherwise, you're going to bring the right hand down. We're going to lift the pelvis. We're going to reach the left hand up, forward. We're going to bring it around. And then we're going to bring the sitting bones down. So the right arm is free to come and grab the opposite arm. Shoulder are probably to one side. We're going to twist it to the center. So you really feel that you want to pull this leg back as the shoulder come back together. And then you're going to fall forward. That will help the shoulders to come parallel to the ground. Think about your opposite leg. Toes are forward. Hip is as back as possible and down. Pulling the belly in. Left foot presses into the ground. And one more round of breath. Inhaling halfway up. Stay for exhale. Move up, inhaling. I promise, last one. Crossing your shins. Moving forward, step or float back. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Feel it nice opening. And exhale, downward dog. Take a breath there. And then bring the knees into the ground. Let's come back to Charles for a moment. From Charles, you're going to roll up. You're going to move again into the hips. This time we're going to scoop the body forward. Feet are into the ground. Arms are forward. We're going to come down and lay onto the back. As we exhale, you want to keep the belly in. Slowly come down. Moving into the mat. Vertebra by vertebra. Arriving down. We're going to bring the feet close by your sitting bones. Knees to the ceiling. Shoulders opening into the ground. Coming up for bridge. Inhaling, scooping the pelvis away from the floor. Think about your knees reaching forward. Belly comes to the ceiling but stays flat in. And you want to close your rib cage together. You want to pull the sitting bones down and forward. Stay there. Neck is nice and released. You might want to interlace your fingers together. Walking your shoulder blades together as well. Pressing the hands down and maybe coming even higher with your pelvis. Breathe in and out. Strong legs. As you exhale, release your arms and slowly roll back down. Try to go vertebra by vertebra. So you really want to take it one vertebra at a time back to the ground. And here we go, exhale. Let's go for one more round. I'm going to give you the option. You can all decide to do the same option or to come with the hands next to the shoulders. Let's see what happens. So the hands stays there, the feet stays where they are. You're going to press into the arms. You're going to come onto the crown of your head first. Then you press the floor and you come up. You stretch your arms. You can keep the knees bended. You want to work on reaching the chest back. You should be able to talk here, yeah? Here we go. Breathing in and out. Try to keep your ribs together. Breathing in, breathing out. And then slowly, if you come out, you bring the chin into the chest. You slowly come down, vertebra by vertebra, releasing your arms, flattening the spine down, and stay here. Fun. Here we go. Stay there, flattening the spine for a moment. And then bringing the knees in towards your chest. Let's bring the forehead towards your knees. And let's come back down with the head. Rock from one side to the other. Release your neck. Last option, last pose, or one of the last ones. If you are next to a wall, you might want to use it. So you can just walk to the wall. And we're going to bring the legs up to the ceiling. Just simple like that today. So if you have the wall, you will feel that you can let the heel touch the wall. And you can relax the back of the legs, the front of the legs. So it doesn't have to be something too strong in this pose. It's more the feeling of letting that liquids, fluids come back, from the feet down. And if you want to close your eyes, please close the eyes. Slowly we start to calm a bit down. You can also calm the breath if you're using Ujjayi breath. See if you can come back to a soft inhale and exhale. And then from here, as you exhale, if you're next to the wall, bend your knees. And also if you're not, bring them into the chest. If you're next to the wall, gently roll on one side and come back into the full mat. And then we're going to open up the arms into the high shoulder. Take a big inhalation. We're going to bring the knees to the right. Coming into a twist. Bringing the head to the left. Staying there as you breathe in and out. You want to feel the twist from the lower all the way up to the shoulder. And then come back to the center. You're still using your muscle, You're not floppy completely down everything. And rolling the head to the other side, so feeling the opposition. Breathing in and out. And come back to middle, inhaling. And as we exhale, finally stretch your legs down. Let's take a deep inhale to bring the arms overhead. Let's take a nice stretch. Inhale. Stretch everything, tensing everything. Inhaling and exhaling. Release. Nice. Let's bring the arms alongside of the body. Give a bit of space in between your arms and your body. Also your legs falling to the side. Eyes will close. You guys will stay into this pose. I will come and sit. I will just guide you through a couple of minutes into your Shavasana. So you want to stay there. The feet are relaxed. The arms are alongside of the body. The eyes are closed. And you want to soften up your face. You want to soften up your mouth, your neck, your shoulders. So really feeling as a melting sensation towards the ground. You want to soften up your chest, your belly, your pelvis, and also your legs. Together with your ankles, your feet, and also the shoulders, the arms, wrists and hands. As you inhale, feel the belly rising, and as you exhale, feel the whole body melting into the ground. Just having this feeling of rising and spreading into space, and every time you exhale, melting down. So you can use this pose for how long as you need today. Since you're probably home, you might want to stay here for a bit longer. Please feel free to do so. It will really help you a lot, especially just after this practice, taking a time, to do a bit the opposite, just staying, not moving. Whenever you feel like exiting the pose, roll on one side of your body. And then very slowly and softly, you will push yourself up to a seated position. Doesn't matter how, where, which position. Just bring your hands onto your knees. And just take a moment. Take a moment to thank your body for the practice. I also want to thank you very much for following us. Thank you, Ferd. Easier with the camera.
I'll turn it. I will turn it. Yes, there we are. Where are you? Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for teaching, Martina. And I also have to thank everyone for their donations yesterday during Vika's class. Well done. Thank you so much. It will help us. The link is in our bio, so also here, if you like to donate, check online or on our website. And have a lovely, lovely Friday.
Yes.
Yes, we have a very special session at 4 o'clock actually. It's a restore session with Liz and the sound bowl. So if you want to have a big relaxation, I think we see you at 4.
Bye guys.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you so much.
Thank you
Have
all.
a great day.
Bye bye.